just wanna thank you. How could I ever
One encounter with favor will change your life. One encounter with God's favor will change your life. In Daniel chapter 1 verse 9, Daniel chapter 1 verse 9, the Bible says, now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. So it is the favor of God that made Daniel a master in a strange land. This was a guy that was sold. This was a guy that was carried away into exile. But all of a sudden, God's favor changed his life. A nobody became somebody. The favor of God made a captive a captain. The favor of God made a captive a captain. So if there is anything that you need in life, it is God's favor. I told us the other day that a minute favor is much more than what? 1,000 years labor. A minute favor is much more than 1,000 years labor. The Bible says it is not of him that willeth, it's not of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. If not of him that willeth, it is not of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. So the battle is not for the strong, the race is not for the swift, but time and chance happened to them all. So it's not about I know how to do it. Your technical know-how is not about that. If it is about that, maybe you would have been greater than where you are today or who you are today. So you need God's favor in your life. You need God's favor in your life. Daniel had an encounter with God. God showed him mercy, and all of a sudden, a captive became a captain. Daniel in a strange land became a master. He was commanding control in the land of Babylon. He became a very great man. He became a very great man just because of God's favor. We heard about Joseph. Joseph was sold by his brethren. Joseph was bought over by the Ishmaelites. And when they took him to Egypt, they sold him again, and Potiphar bought him. But in Genesis chapter 39, we saw that when Potiphar saw that God was with Joseph, the Bible said Potiphar promoted him in his house and made him leader over everyone in the house. So that is what favor does in a man's life. Favor distinguishes you. Amen. Amen. Oh, amen. So the favor of God can turn a slave into an heir. The favor of God can turn a slave into an heir. Just